They are the most iconic alien species in modern lore. The Greys, small, curious, eerily silent, with smooth, pale skin, oversized heads, and obsidian eyes that seem to pierce through the veil of reality. For decades, they've haunted abduction accounts, government leaks, and pop culture alike. But behind their blank expressions lies a deeper mystery. Because the Greys are not alone. Towering above them, both literally and hierarchically, are the tall Greys, often described as more intelligent, more authoritative, and far more enigmatic. These beings are said to oversee the smaller Greys like scientists managing field operatives. Some accounts suggest a hive-like structure. Others hint at genetic engineering, with the smaller Greys functioning as biologically programmed drones. Created, not born. The relationship between these two types is complex. Some experiencers describe the tall Greys as emotionless strategists, orchestrating long-term agendas involving human genetics, consciousness, and planetary evolution. Others claim they serve an even higher order, beings so advanced they defy physical form altogether. But the Greys and the tall Greys are just the beginning. Beyond them lies a sprawling pantheon of theorized alien species, radiant humanoids from the Pleiades, aquatic beings from Sirius, insectoid intelligences, reptilian empires, and entities that blur the line between myth and machine. Each species carries its own symbolic weight, its own alleged motives, its own place in the cosmic hierarchy. We'll explore these beings one by one, mapping their traits, their stories, and the strange intersections between science and myth, whether you see them as literal visitors or archetypes of the unknown. Prepare to journey into a taxonomy unlike any other. If the Greys embody cold intellect and clinical detachment, the Nordics represent the opposite pole: warmth, wisdom, and spiritual guidance, often described as tall, fair-skinned humanoids with blonde hair and piercing blue or gray eyes, evoking archetypes of angelic beings, ascended masters, or even gods, standing 6 to 7 feet tall with athletic builds and radiant pale skin. They are said to possess a calming, almost magnetic presence. Their eyes, sometimes large and almond-shaped, are often described as deeply expressive, conveying empathy and ancient knowledge. While some use the term Nordic to refer to a category of similar beings, I'm focusing on a specific species, the Vega Nordics. Most accounts place their origin in Vega, a star in the Lyra constellation, roughly 25 light-years from Earth. However, alternate theories link them to Aldebaran, Andromeda, or even hidden Earth-based civilizations, suggesting a more complex or multidimensional nature. Regardless of origin, Nordics are consistently portrayed as benevolent watchers, mentors, and emotional guardians of humanity. Nordics are said to possess advanced interstellar travel capabilities, healing technologies, and mastery over energy manipulation. Yet their influence is subtle. Rather than overt intervention, they reportedly guide through dreams, telepathy, and selective contact, nudging humanity toward ecological awareness, emotional evolution, and cosmic unity. Some fringe theorists and ancient astronaut proponents speculate that Nordic aliens may have inspired the Norse gods, Odin, Thor, Freya, based on striking similarities in appearance and demeanor. Their radiant beauty, wisdom, and protective nature mirror the mythic roles of these deities, blurring the line between extraterrestrial and archetypal. Contactees often describe Nordics as paternal, watchful, smiling, affectionate, and youthful, almost angelic in their demeanor. George Adamski, one of the earliest and most controversial contactees, claimed peaceful encounters with Nordics from Venus, who warned of humanity's destructive path, particularly regarding nuclear weapons. Some accounts even suggest hidden Nordic bases in remote regions like the Arctic or beneath mountain ranges, where they quietly monitor human development. The Nordics stand apart, not as invaders or abductors, but as emotional intermediaries, spiritual guides, and perhaps reflections of what humanity might one day become. In the mythic architecture of alien lore, few beings loom as ominously as the Draco Royals, towering reptilian entities said to originate from the distant Alpha Draconis system. They are not merely extraterrestrial, they are archetypes of domination, secrecy, and unseen control. Overlords of humanity's darkest instincts, the Draco Royals remain central to the mythos of cosmic manipulation. Said to hail from Alpha Draconis, roughly 303 light-years from Earth, their civilization is rumored to predate almost all other species, placing them among the galaxy's primordial architects. The Draconians are portrayed as imperialists, expanding not through war but through infiltration, psychic dominance, and the slow erosion of autonomy. Physically, Draco Royals evolved to intimidate. Standing 9 to 12 feet tall, they are muscular, broad-shouldered, and regal in bearing. Their scaled, iridescent skin ranges from obsidian black to deep emerald. Slitted eyes glow red or gold, said to induce paralysis or fear. Their facial features include snout-like noses, ridged brows, horned crests, and serrated teeth. A prominent tail tops off their imposing presence. Witnesses often describe their aura as dense, oppressive, and soul-crushing in intensity. They are capable of telepathic control, emotional suppression, and mass influence. Cold and calculating, they operate with no empathy, guided solely by logic and reason. The Royals rules over subordinate warrior and worker classes with absolute authority. Some theories claim they can shapeshift to mimic humans, especially those in positions of global power. They are central to enduring conspiracy theories, including the alleged Dulce Base in New Mexico, where Draco Royals reportedly oversee genetic experiments alongside Greys and human operatives. Some theorists suggest they influence world leaders, royal bloodlines, and secret societies, using psychic manipulation, shape-shifting, and hybridization to maintain control and prevent spiritual awakening, thus keeping humanity in cycles of fear and extracting biological, mineral, and energetic resources from Earth. The Draco Royals remain one of the most provocative figures in alien lore. They challenge us to confront our fear of control, secrecy, and the unknown, and to ask if they rule in silence, what part of us lets them. Before the Greys abducted or the Nordics guided, the Lyrans were said to be the original spiritually evolved humanoid race, technologically advanced and profoundly creative. Believed to hail from the Lyra constellation, the Lyrans are often portrayed as the cultural progenitors of the galaxy. Their influence is thought to echo through Atlantean myths, starseed lore, and spiritual teachings passed down by contactees. For many, the Lyrans represent the genesis of galactic civilization. Their civilization is said to be billions of years old, predating most other species. Following ancient wars, particularly with reptilian empires, the Lyrans allegedly scattered across the stars, seeding new societies in the Pleiades, Hyades, Vega, Andromeda, and even on Earth. This gave rise to various Lyran subtypes, each adapted to their new environments. Humanoid Lyrans are described as tall, muscular, and regal, with features reminiscent of Greek gods. Feline Lyrans resemble lion-like or panther-like beings, symbolizing nobility and emotional depth. Avian Lyrans, with bird-like traits and wings, are associated with intellect, spiritual clarity, and transcendence. Mentally and spiritually, Lyrans are considered the artists and architects of the cosmos. They are said to possess deep emotional intelligence, multidimensional awareness, and a strong connection to universal consciousness. Unlike the emotionally detached Greys or the manipulative reptilians, Lyrans embrace emotion as a source of power and are often seen as natural leaders and mentors to younger civilizations. The Lyran Wars are central to their mythos, marking a time of great upheaval and migration. Their legacy includes the alleged seeding of civilizations near and far, and even the mythic cultures of Atlantis and Lemuria on Earth. Some theorists suggest that Lyrans contributed to the genetic blueprint of humanity, making them ancestral cousins in a cosmic lineage. From a speculative scientific perspective, Lyrans are often associated with panspermia, the idea that life was seeded across the galaxy by advanced beings. Some believe they exist across multiple dimensions, appearing in our reality only when needed. Their spiritual mastery is thought to involve quantum consciousness, allowing them to manipulate timelines and energy fields. Culturally, Lyrans are said to inspire sacred geometry, harmonic architecture, and the artistic impulse found in ancient temples. Their alleged missions include healing ancient galactic wounds, restoring balance against reptilian influence, awakening humanity to its cosmic potential, and preserving universal wisdom. The Lyrans represent a powerful narrative of origin, artistry, and cosmic legacy. Their story invites us to explore our own creative potential and reconnect with the ancient wisdom that may lie dormant within. Like, subscribe, and comment for more.